I cannot stand Mr. Baseball.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I knew it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I tried to throw a little bit back.
Love that logo, love that jersey, love that color scheme, everything about it. Welcome back to the second half. We're going to do a little bit of a year in review, general BS discussion here.
Well, we had a lot that happened this year.
We did. Just looking back at some of our previous episodes, we talked about a lot of things.
Well, the Harrisburg Stampede.
That's
starters.
probably that's the most recent thing. And yeah, Jay's probably going to come on again at some point. Now, he just posted today on his personal page and on the Stampede page that they will have a third alternate jersey. And he's going to be leaking that. And I even said in the comments, as a UniWatch member, I'm very much looking forward to that.
There it is.
I just entered the UniWatch raffle, end of year raffle, so I'm kind of hoping I hit on one of those. Get a UniWatch hat.
Oh, that's funny.
Or a UniWatch bottle opener, whichever I can hopefully get.
Hey.
Paul and Phil are getting my $25 a year as a premium member of the site, so I don't want ads, man. It's a site I read every day. I will gladly pay $25 a year to not have ads on the site.
Oh, hey.
He's been getting my clicks since at least 2005. So, because I discovered that back when I was working at Zemco, and it just was a great site.
Oh, jeez. That's going back.
And that's back when it was on ESPN, on page 2 on ESPN. That tells you how old that is. But no, I mean, yeah, we had, Jay Coble from the Harrisburg Stampede was an awesome guest. I mean, that was just a phenomenal interview.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, like we said that day, and we've said since, that's as people from the area and people who value minor league sports, be it hockey or baseball or indoor football or basketball, even though there isn't any close to us for the G League. Is it still the G League or is it the D League? I don't remember. NBA's developmental league.
NBA seems like they're having so many leagues right now.
But I mean,
championship for this and that.
You want an owner who's committed to the community.
Oh, he definitely is.
And it was awesome. And I saw the pictures from that banquet he was talking about that he was going to for that teacher. So I mean, he's walking the walk. He's not just talking it. He's backing up what he's saying, and that's fantastic. As someone, I mean, I'm not saying this because he was on our show. I'm saying it because this is what I would want from any local minor league owner: is someone to put their money where their mouth is. The Senators owner has done that since he's taken over. The Reading Phillies owner, they put their money where their mouth is. And then that's what you want. You want these owners to not just represent the big team, you want them to also represent the area where the team is located.
Well, yeah, the areas is what's going to bring money in. That's good. That's where everything is.
Well, yeah, and I think the gold standard of that is the Bears.
Hershey, yeah, they've been one of the most successful minor leagues in the area.
But they are the Yankees of minor league hockey. No one can touch them as far as championships are concerned.
Oh, they have the most.
But not just that. I mean, what they do, like all the charity stuff they do, the banquets the players go to, they're so entrenched in this area where we live. I mean, my gosh, back in the 90s, they were coming up here for autograph signings and photo ops.
I remember that. Because actually,
primetime video.
Yep, I went there a couple of times to get their autographs and get some ice cream with it.
That's right, they did ice cream there.
But yeah, that's when it comes to minor league. I mean, yeah, Hershey is definitely in the area one of the biggest successes within
and I think,
within the large area here.
and even though it's an unintentional mirroring, I think mirroring what they do is a smart thing. Like looking at what they do and saying, okay, well, we can do this, but we can do this on our budget. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying. Like you're starting this franchise out so you have so much to work with, and they're doing it, and that's fantastic. Another
But
big thing I think. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, doesn't Hershey hold the record for the teddy bear toss?
I think they're the only ones that do a teddy bear toss. So holding the
No,
record,
no, I
they
saw
do hold the Guinness. They do hold the Guinness World Record,
67,309.
which put in the math, I think capacity for theirs like 10,550. Capacity for hockey's 10,550, I believe. So almost every person had to bring at least 6 or 7 bears to that game.
Oh my God, a lot. But no, I saw where I think the Phantoms did teddy bear tosses. I know.
You don't say. The Phantoms were riding the Bears jock.
Go figure.
Um,
I've seen a lot of let's see here, the Portland Winterhawks. Don't know where they're what division they're in. But still, I mean, it's just something that just Hershey that, again, holding something like that and having that record.
but going back, I think one of the other big things we did this year, and it's another recent thing, is we finally got the video game series up and running and doing hits for our YouTube channel like we had talked about. And again, I credit him every time we talk about it, but I have to because he didn't have to mail me a PlayStation 2. Like he could have said, "Hey, give me a couple bucks for it, and you can have it." So again, Michael Herrick from the other ship, nothing but, we appreciate you. I thank you, my friend. You didn't have to do that. And yes, there was an exchange. I did send him tasty cakes as a thank you because he can't get them in Indiana.
Oh, the good old tasty cakes.
But
well, I know.
I have to go ahead.
Well, just before we started the second half, I know we talked about trying to get back together, doing another set of games.
Yeah, scheduling didn't work out to get any done in November, but that I think everyone listening at this point understands we're dads, we're husbands.
Yeah, November
we make
just
this
kind
fit
of
into
sucked.
our schedule.
November just kind of sucked, though, in general.
Hey, we did more episodes in November than we did October, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, we did. I know it was October that sucked.
November was just busy.
Yeah, I think November
was busy for me. Hopefully we can do a few more of those before the end of the year.
Because we did get a lot of compliments. We did get.
I know. I got a lot of messages. I got people who were telling me they can't wait to see the next ones. And the one thing I heard a lot is, and like I've heard from other people that like our friendship obviously shines through listening to the show, but seeing us in that environment of playing the games, I heard it's like someone said to me, it's like I'm there with you. Like I'm in on the jokes and I'm part of it, which is unintentionally, that's what we want. We don't just want to be like, and now I'm gonna quit this and I'm gonna like snipe this guy's head off. Like we want you to be there, like listening to us cracking jokes and making each other laugh. Like we're not being serious. Are we trying to win? Yeah.
That's the separate. That's what it was back then too. That's exactly what we did.
I'm not doing a 60-minute, 1 minute period though. I'm not doing that.
Oh God.
I remember you went to the bathroom and you're like, this is still going on.
Or us taking the GameCube at the time, taking that outside, playing it.
I don't know because you had it for all 3 systems.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
You had
Figure
it
out
for
which
the
one we had.
Xbox, you had it for the GameCube, and you had it for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, you had a copy for
Yeah, I
every
did.
system.
I did. I don't know why, but I did. No idea why.
Which version do you want to play tonight? Can't we just stick with the PlayStation, man?
But
What
yeah,
is this
we took.
freaking nipple nubby thing that you got on the goddamn GameCube? What is that for?
Well, I know we took it outside on the patio, the one for a good couple of weekends.
Oh, yeah,
We
and
just played out.
it was spring weekend, so it was nice and cool while we were out there.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. It wasn't like it was like killer hot.
yeah, I would do that now. That was fun. I mean, just
Who says we can't?
right, but it was a novelty then, because I didn't know too many people had a TV on their patio.
And this TV was like one of the big ass TVs
Oh yeah, your dad.
too.
Yeah, it was like your dad had a bar set up on the patio. We were just sitting there playing video games at like 3 a.m.
But it was fun.
It was fun. It was fun doing those recordings. I wish.
Oh, absolutely.
I wish we could have had it set up for when Dave from the 2216 was over that one time, and he was losing. It was 5-0 within like the first 2 minutes of the period, and he hands me the controller, and I was able to get in with. The game ended with me down by 1. Like I fought back so hard on that one, but just I wish someone could have seen the visual of him being like, "I'm done. I can't do it."
Yeah, that was that was well. We get him involved.
He wants to. He wants to come up.
Well,
I know
there you go.
John the Bobble Bro has expressed interest in coming up.
Well, there you go. Do a small little tour.
Because he did get your address from me to do the Google Maps idea, to get an idea of how long of a drive it would be to get to your place. Like, I can get to David's in about an hour.
Where does he live? Was it in
He's
Harrisburg?
he's in Harrisburg somewhere.
An hour.
You know what? I got to work on what day did I have to go? I had to go on Wednesday. I got to work in 45 minutes.
That's my normal.
And you got to think I'm going a little bit, well, probably distance-wise, it's about the same. You're
Distance-wise
on
about the
Wingletown
same.
Road, whereas I'm in the city.
Yeah, well, I'm off of 81 is where I'm at.
No.
But still, same concept.
Yeah.
Good old city driving.
I got to go in Thursday. My director told me I should come in for the Christmas party, so I'm coming in for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
I wasn't in all honesty, I forgot to RSVP because my new, I don't know if I even be talking about this on the air. Maybe we'll cut that out.
What?
Oh, just talking about work. Maybe I should be talking about work. That's
what are you talking about bad about it? Just
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I was more concerned about getting my new people up and running on my team than I was RSVPing to the Christmas party.
That's just how management is.
But anyway.
Oh yeah, back to topic. Do a lot of sidebarring.
That's a good kind of night, though. But yeah, the video game series has just gotten a lot of really good feedback. Even if it's not in the comments on YouTube, I've gotten messages privately about it.
Well, the funny thing is, though, when we did that reaction video, when we just did that test, that alone had 43 views on YouTube. Just our reaction.
That's from that night.
Just our reaction. No, that's a different night.
I thought that was from that night with Dave.
Was it with Dave? I think it was.
I think it was from the night with Dave. We did a test game, but the audio didn't record, or there was an issue with the audio. That's why we talked over it.
But I don't know how many times I sat there trying to figure out because of the way I have my basement set up for wiring. Get the video caption card and.
Well, that's part of the reason why I got wireless controllers, so that.
Yes, and I'm not sure if I told you, they do work well.
They don't feel cheap?
No, they don't. They actually feel decent.
Good.
Yeah, they actually feel decent playing.
Good.
Because I tried both of them just to see, one, just to make sure they both worked.
Obviously, yeah.
Two, it's just they both felt really good with it.
Good.
They didn't feel like clunky or like odd.
They didn't feel janky.
No, they felt like an actual PS2 controller.
PlayStation 2 controller. Good.
Yeah.
We'll have to get some more games for that. I'm sure you've been perusing that Goodwill Books website I gave you. Well, that face tells a story and a half.
No, I haven't been browsing that, getting ideas for what we should be
Have
doing.
you purchased anything? Is my next follow-up.
No, that I haven't yet.
Okay.
That I haven't yet. I want to. Like I said, I wanted.
For the price of 2 games 20 years ago, you can get 10 games from Goodwill Books.
Right? I mean,
we're going to play Hot Shots Golf this week.
Oh, jeez. That was a great game.
I was not a fan of Hot Shots Golf.
Were you?
No.
I know.
The good thing is, because it's a PS2, it's backwards compatible with the PS1, so we could probably do, if we can find it, Blast Lacrosse, which is one of your all-time favorite PlayStation sports games.
Good luck finding that.
Hey, you never know.
I was thinking like Slugfest would be one for us to do.
Slugfest was always good.
Blitz.
The fight night games are always good. We could do one of the old UFC games back, because remember, I had those before anyone cared about UFC.
Yeah. What was it? Blitz was a good one to play, for that.
Blitz with the NFL license or Blitz after the NFL license? Because Blitz of the League was pretty interesting.
Either way, I thought it was fun.
I liked the campaign mode in Blitz of the League, in all honesty.
Yeah, Blitz, I mean, that was fun. That was either way, just Blitz in general, I should say.
Right, yeah.
And then then Slugfest was always a good one.
Red Card.
I was gonna say, what was the soccer one called? The Red Card. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was named.
If we can find it, I would love to do Contender for the PlayStation.
Contender.
It was an arcade boxing game. And that was a lot of fun. It was definitely like a pick up and play game. So it's not one where, like, if you've never played it before, you're at a disadvantage. No, you would be fine.
Okay, yeah, I remember this one now.
Yeah, because it had a Sony license for the Fight Clock.
What was that hockey one?
Rock the Rink.
Yes. Rock the Rink.
That was EA. EA made that one.
That was I played the hell out of that. That was one of the ones I did play the hell out of. Just 'cause it was just comical.
Yeah.
Of what it was.
It was almost like a precursor to hits. Yeah, I mean, those are definitely two of the bigger things of the year. Other than that, I mean, we did this, I think, last episode or 2 episodes ago. I'm always very thankful for anyone who takes time out of their life to spend an hour with us talking out of our asses about sports. Which I did get people messaging me telling me they cracked up about the Ace Ventura reference last episode when I mentioned about I'm talking out of my ass and you said that's a hell of a party trick. I got some good feedback about that. And you know what? Even if we're not getting, like, if people aren't leaving us reviews on Apple Podcasts, or if people aren't putting comments on our YouTube channel, people are reaching out to me individually, and I know people have reached out to you individually, and I almost rather that. That someone's taking the time to, like, just message me personally to talk to me about what they've heard on our show. And you know, I really value that, and I think for me that means a lot.
No, it means a lot to me as well.
Hmm.
You guys take that time out of your day just to listen to us just BS.
Yeah, basically. And then
Oh, looking at some of the old episodes, the Great Potato Caper.
that's a great story. I stand by that. I mean, that is just the guy
Yeah,
whittled a potato into a baseball size of a baseball and used it for a trick play. That's genius. Also, this
just-
is the
it's just
Black
something that
Hoodie
just-
episode.
yeah,
I forgot
apparently.
that. We're both wearing black hoodies tonight as we're recording. And Phillies caps. You just happen to have a black Phillies cap on.
Yeah,
Hold on. I can fix this. Give me a second.
yeah, just
There you go. I got a black
There you
Phillies
go.
cap on now for the rest of the second half. All right.
there you go.
Whatever amount of it is left.
But yeah, just going through just the past episodes. I mean, that just some of the funny ones that we've had.
I think it's really funny. We had an episode where we talked about the USFL and the XFL, and now it's going to be one league.
Right.
I don't think either of us had that on our bingo card then.
Nope. Nope. The Good Friday Massacre.
That
That
is
was-
still one of my favorite things in hockey
Even-
lore. Is
Even
is
though it was
the-
from 22, but still.
and there's more stuff like that I'd like to get into in 2024. Is getting into more like baseball and hockey and football lore, like just these random games and stories that exist.
And there's probably tons of them out there just because of the history of the sport. I mean,
we could do a first half on Disco Demolition at the White Sox game back in '79. Like there's or 10-cent beer night.
there was a highlight. I forget where I saw it. They basically didn't even pause the game to let the snow squall go through. But literally, the baseball game was a complete whiteout.
We could talk about the Fog Bowl, the Bears against the Eagles back in '88.
The Flyers fog where they hit the bat.
That is them and the Buffalo Sabres.
Mm-hmm.
75.
I'm trying to remember.
It was in the 70s. I know that much.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of lore that we could get into.
Was
hell,
it-
we can make a list.
We're gonna have to. Was it a Pats game in the 80s or 90s where the grounds crew came out with a riding mower with a plow on it and plowed just the space for the kicker to make the field goal to win the game?
I want to say maybe that might be early 2000s. I know at one point I remember watching games where they would basically plow the lines. Here we go. Damn Google.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the snowplow game was 1982. The Dolphins against the Patriots. The Patriots won 3-0.
Oh jeez. I'd love to see a football game because there's a 3-0 game that happened. I think this past week, last week there was a 3-0 game. I'd find it interesting just to see a 2-0 game. Just a safety. That's it. That's the only score of the whole game. A safety.
I would be surprised if that ever happened.
I'd laugh hysterically.
Yeah, because we did weird things thrown. Like we've had a lot of really cool second half discussions. We did baseball video games. We talked about our misadventures on the golf course when we were asked to leave since
Some dumbass decided to try to run over a barrier.
since
I'm not
some
sure
of
who that
our
dumbass would be.
spouses state that we were not kicked off. We were asked to leave and we got our money back.
Yeah, that was a fun day. Some idiot got the rope tied around the wheel.
Dave still laughs till he cries about that. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be listening to this at work probably Monday morning, And as soon as we get to this part, he's going to be in tears. And I bet you he will text me.
That was a fun day, though. Up
David,
until-
make a left. Your other left. And then the wheels just... And I don't know how you got it so tangled up. That's why Dave keeps cracking up, because he's like, I don't know how it got that tangled up.
I don't know either. Because we both were just staring at it like, this is not good. How did this happen?
I bet you the people who called on us to the course ranger. I bet you that's when they made all 6 of those calls.
Yeah, there's a lot of calls. Real quick, too.
We're getting complaints that you're not keeping up with the teams ahead of you. They're right there.
Yeah, they weren't that far ahead of us.
They're in the fairway. Morgan Wallen's in the fucking fairway. Like, we're not going anywhere. There's going to be people listening to this who thought we actually golfed with Morgan Wallen. We did not.
No, just the guy looked like
the kid just looked like him.
The kid looked like him.
And let me tell you, that was the most rural Pennsylvania thing ever when those kids, because I know they weren't 21, asked us for beer.
Yeah, they did.
That is something I don't think we've ever talked about in any of our discussions about that night.
I don't think we did. No.
No,
you're right. I don't think we did.
The under 21 group of golfers in front of us asked us for some beers.
It was like, no.
Yeah. It wasn't like there wasn't even a second thought to that. No,
no, because
I think like no.
Yeah, I think it was all like like one big voice from all 4 of us. No, it's like not even a hesitation. It's like, what the hell are you thinking?
I mean, kudos to them for having the balls to ask. I got to be honest. And here's another thing that we've never talked about, and I don't think either of us have thought about it until tonight. You know they asked because they've done it before and someone's given them beer.
Probably. Yeah, probably you're right.
That
probably
was not the first time they've asked.
Oh, probably not. And they probably have done it since just to see who bites.
Well, I bet you they probably got some
already drunk.
Yeah, some old head who's like drunk on hole 9. Like, yeah, sure, here.
Hole 9, probably hole 3. He probably pre-gamed.
I also loved, and Dave and I talk about this too. Sean, every hole having a no, Sean. Well, that too, but Sean, like every hole had a new bag of chips opened up.
We brought snacks.
We did. We brought snacks. Yeah, we had a good time.
The assortment of chip bag.
And you did not lose a cigar, that was the first time ever
nope, I did
golfed
not.
with you.
And
you did not leave a cigar in the tee box.
No, I did not.
Or you were attacked by a goose. Although we only made it like 9 holes before we just. Well, you and Dave and Sean made it 9 holes. I made it 7 because I was pissed.
Yeah, that was. Who knows what that? It was still fun.
And that is now twice where you've had to tell people to just let me be.
Yeah. Yeah, that is twice.
Nope, I know him too well. He's mad. He's not gonna. He's done. When he says he's done, he's done.
He's done like dinner. That was fun though. We should do it again.
It was. I would love to do it again. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. Well, me and you probably could. The 4 of us, though, that's up in the air.
Still, either way, I mean, we get all 4. Great.
I mean, we've talked about that off. We've talked about that off the air.
Yeah. It's just time anymore.
Well, that too. But no, I think we had a great year. We covered just a ton of topics. The PGA Tour merging with LIV, franchises with the most titles we've done. We have to do at least one obscure sport topic every year now because we've done it every year so far. We have to keep this going.
We should do Fireball Soccer. We should actually play a game with that.
Fuck that. for
Oh, come on.
for a variety of reasons, not one which I don't feel like kicking a flaming coconut. The other of which is I am so far from soccer shape, it's not even funny.
What about if it gets cold enough doing the Japanese snowball fight?
Oh Jesus.
Throwing basically rocks of blocks of ice at each other.
Why are you gentlemen at urgent care today? Well,
We saw this video online.
that's how it always starts.
Hold my beer. Hey, watch this. The all famous words.
Yeah.
And how many
That's like
times have
when
we done? How many times we've done that stuff like that? too?
I will always go back to you jumping the Roman candle and how close you were to getting your balls singed that night.
Yeah.
I mean, you had just landed and
Good times.
yeah, how either of us are alive and how we were allowed to procreate is just beyond me sometimes.
Poor children.
How we never ended up in jail is pretty amazing too.
Yeah. Some stuff did get interesting.
I always hear people say, well, my best friend would hide me a body. No, that's not your best friend. Your best friend would be there in jail beside you.
Did
She
you have
didn't look
fun?
like a cop, did she?
Did you have fun?
Oh man, but it was a good year for the show, and we certainly are finally getting to do a lot of the things we've been wanting to do. I think 2024 is going to be another good year for us, and every year's gotten better. I mean, I'm always going to be absolutely just surprised and appreciative of the fact that there is a core audience that comes back every episode to listen to us. I'm
appreciative more than anything as well. I mean,
I'm not nothing against, and I'm not saying that because that I don't appreciate any new listeners that come in or new viewers on YouTube that come in, but the fact that there is a segment of the audience that has been here since day one and continues to listen just blows me away. Because we're not giving you news, we're not giving you any pertinent information, and it cracks me up in the most just loving way. Like I just love the fact that there's people who make us a part of their life. Like we talked about last time, with the Spotify stuff, that end of the year stuff from Spotify, where for a percentage of our listenership, we are their number one podcast. That blows my mind.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like there is a percentage of our listenership where we're in their top 5 or their top 10, and then like there's people who we are their number one. Like that's crazy to me.
Who would have thunk?
Yeah, just an excuse for us to BS during COVID became something that people make a part of their lives. Is just blows my mind, and I'm just super super grateful for it. Like,
oh yeah,
you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah.
Now go buy shirts at our TeePublic account. No,
they're up.
You don't have to buy shirts.
Buy a mug.
Well, that's not a bad idea. You can have our ugly mugs on your mug while you're drinking your coffee every morning.
I did find it funny how, like, I contemplated buying a pillowcase.
That's messed up, dude.
Just to lay on my head.
I don't want to know about you giving yourself a little head, okay? I wish we could do a Tumblr. I would do a Tumblr with our logo on it.
Don't they have tumblers?
We have mugs available.
I thought there was some. I gotta look. I gotta look. 'Cause I swore I saw or not mugs. I thought I swore I saw tumblers. I'll look, see what they have.
Okay.
Because everything's been changing on that site. I saw some things have now available, some things weren't. Gotta love
Either
it.
way, if you want to support us in that way, please go to TeePublic. Get yourself a magnet or a sticker. If you
T-shirt,
want to get
hoodie.
a shirt, get a shirt, a hoodie.
These are NASCAR parody NASBot shirts are up.
I have one and it is super
Yep.
comfy. I like TeePublic stuff. They have really nice quality shirts. But I do know that there were some people who bought stickers and magnets. At least I had a few people reach out to me. Any little bit you do, we appreciate.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we're just super thankful for all of you who take time to listen to us and interact with us.
Just two
I don't
idiots talking.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm good on this one.
I'm good.
Because I'm a sentimental schmuck and I will get teary-eyed, so we need to move on here. That's why I had to do the cheap plug for the TeePublic store because it was getting to me. Two real quick plugs. We already mentioned, but we mentioned both of them actually. Our buddy Dave is on the 2216 podcast. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts. Same thing with good friend of the show, Michael Herrick. He is one of the hosts of the Other Ship, the pop culture podcast with a pro wrestling lean. That is also available wherever you get your podcasts. Please do us a favor and give them some love and listens. They both put on really good shows. Two totally opposite ends of the podcast spectrum as far as content, but they both put on good stuff, and I know they'll appreciate your listenership from us. Thank you for joining us for episode 80 of the Non-Other Sports Podcast, and this is our final episode of the year, hence the year in review discussion. We're going to not be here during the week between Christmas and New Year.
That's going to get interesting because that's going to be very busy.
Well, the day we would record is the day we're getting the new carpet and flooring put in.
And what's also fun is that's also the day of my kid's birthday. So
that's right, it is.
And
your wife's is 2 days before that, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
So fun week. Three birthdays in 1 week.
That's what we're doing this tomorrow. Well, today. No, tomorrow. I got 3 more minutes before it's today. Tomorrow
but it's tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow.
3 minutes, yeah. But we got my wife's birthday and my mother-in-law's birthday this weekend.
So busy.
Always busy, yeah. But yeah, you can find us online using the Linktree address in the description of the show. That'll take you to all of our social media accounts, our YouTube page, and it will take you to our TeePublic store that we already mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself a sticker or a magnet or a shirt or a hoodie or whatever tickles your fancy when you go there. You can find the Non-Other Sports Podcast for streaming or download at Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podcast Addict, iTunes, iHeart, Audible, Amazon Music, Pandora.
We're everywhere.
We're on Sirius XM now because they own Pandora. For shits and giggles, I looked it up on the app today. We are on Sirius XM, which is hilarious beyond belief.
That's funny.
You can listen to the Stern Show and listen to Sal and Richard's Tradio prank calls, which are always hilarious, and then you can come and listen to us.
We're there. We're everywhere now.
It feels like we are. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. Everyone listening, whatever your denomination is, please have a happy holiday, a safe holiday. Have a happy new year. We wish you all nothing but the best. Thank you for supporting us. My name is Jason.
I'm David.
We'll talk with you in the new year.
Happy holidays.